This call is from a person currently in a prison in England. All calls are logged and recorded and may be listened to by a member of prison staff. If you do not wish to accept this call, please hang up now.
Saturday the 14th of December 2024, HMP Thameside, IDTS wing. I woke up to being tired still from a series of late nights and early mornings. First, the prison alarm clock woke me up. That is, milk and cereal packs slapping the floor through the observation hatch, which I had to get out of bed to reclose my door's hatch. Not long after, a screw came, opening my door's hatch, shouting, "Get your medication!" I'm not even on any medication. So I had to get up, close the hatch, lock my door from the inside because I was naked and trying to sleep among the noise yet again. Eventually, I gave up and got ready. I had to get out. I had to get out to try and use the CMS to check it if my visit has been approved, which it had. So I was happy that my visit actually been approved and I could see a visit for the first time in, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks. So I also made a request and to have some property brought in, such as clothes and books. Currently, I literally only have 2 shirts, 3 jumpers. Two out of them is too small. I've got 3 pants and 2 of them a size too small, with clothes washing only once a week. Tuna mayo BBBD baguette for dinner and another nap. I woke up around 3:15 and watched Hornblower, one of the best TV series ever made, until afternoon prayer when I got asked to join. I thought I was banged up until then, when I told them. Yeah, so for some reason I just thought I was banged up all day this time. But then when I told Ahmed, they just pushed me door and it just opened. So that was embarrassing. I made a call confirming the visit, which is great news. I'm looking forward to it and others in the future, especially after thinking I was banned from visits. Tea was fish pie, rice, extra rice and peas, with a small tub of vanilla ice cream. Not much to report today. After all, I spent most of my time in my cell. People are getting used to there being sauce about, as people were calling out and asking for sauce, but I didn't need sauce, so I never had it out on the wing to give out. I told them no when they asked, and that I'm not getting up to go into my pad and then come out and go back and forth whenever anybody wanted it if I was eating. If I had it, and when I was eating, I'd give it out no problem, but I don't right now. I was also begged for my empty caps when, so somebody begged me for my empty cap when I finished the one that I was vaping. And this is a new phenomenon. I loudly say to them within a queue, pre-ordering empty caps is mad. I haven't even finished, and people are trying to pre-order it. It's mad, bro. I was frustrated. It's pitiful. It makes me sad. Now I'm watching Independence Day. In the evening, I got a pack of custard cream posted through me hatch and dipping into me cup of tea now. But I've burned my tongue because I've run out of milk and had to use tea whitener, which didn't cool it down, and I wasn't expecting it. Whitener is terrible. I always only dip 2 biscuits in a cup of tea at a time, regardless of the biscuit. That's just trivia about me. I don't dip 1 biscuit at a time. I do 2, and that's just how it should be done, I think. There's a new screw at night. I heard another schooling them on the quickest way to do the paperwork. I think she's nice and she's funny. Overnight, she delicately opens and closes our observation hatches quietly as she checks people in their cells as is procedure. She's the only one who consciously tries not to disturb people while she does it. She did it earlier, and naturally my head turned. Her reflex action was to wave at me. It's unorthodox, but bless her. Thank you for tuning in to Diary of a Political Prisoner. What was a shortlisted for you was a period of time in prison for me. So please make sure that you subscribe on whatever podcast player you're listening on to be notified of future episodes. Each episode was recorded in a prison cell as I'm held on remand for allegedly being involved in a Palestine action to disrupt and destroy weapons in a genocidal Israeli arms factory under Section 5 of the Terrorism Act. My diary is a podcast only to give you something in the hope that you can give help and support to my mum and son, which I can't do by any other means from prison. In supporting them, for £5 a month, you can get a week's worth of episodes in advance every Monday. For £10 a month, you'll get the week's worth of episodes. Plus, I'll respond to any question you have in a monthly question and answer episode on my Patreon at patreon.com/politicalprisonerpod. For £25 a month, our humanitarian aid tier, you get all of the above while knowing my little boy is supported and happy. One-time donations can be made by emailing or messaging my producer on social media. Media/collaboration inquiries are on the same line as senders and inbox. If you can't support me, family, in my absence, please follow the podcast on Instagram if you're going to be listening. Please follow on Twitter, all of our socials. Our handle is Diary Pol Prisoner. Please share them and this podcast with your friends. It's free to do and it helps this project grow. You can also send me a prisoner email or letters, drawings, anything like that. Links to everything mentioned can be found in the podcast description below. Thank you, love and solidarity.